I got another image I want to share with you. Who spoke the most? Joe Biden spoke the most. I don't think it was because he wanted to speak the most. I think because he was in the hot seat the whole time. Who spoke the least? Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang spoke the least. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of conversation today, and I saw it trending on Twitter, and I put out a tweet about it. Andrew Yang says his microphone was cut off. It was only cut on when he was asked a question specifically. They had cut his mic. Now, I will admit, guys, and I did this in my wrap-up video when I did my synopsis of the debates. I said something didn't seem right about Andrew Yang. I'm not used to him being so premeditated and so mechanical. He always seemed to be more relaxed, more easygoing, more just himself. And it felt like he wasn't being himself. And I know a lot of people don't like Andrew Yang's politics and some of his policies. I get that. But this is not about that. This is about, hey, did they take away a person's opportunity who met all the criteria? A lot of people don't know this, but Andrew Yang is polling pretty high. Last thing I looked at, he was polling at like 4 or 5%. That's high. That's as much as Beto O'Rourke. Did they cut Beto O'Rourke's mic? There was one point in the debate, if I'm not mistaken, Andrew Yang cursed. Maybe that's why they did it. But if that's why they did it, they should have said, hey, they should have gave him a warning. He's a grown man. You don't just take a guy's mic away. And it's not so much about Andrew Yang. It's about all the people who gave to Andrew Yang. That's what you got to understand. I got people saying, Tim, I don't like Andrew Yang. And he brought up Russia. Yeah, that was bad, Andrew. What was that about? That was bad. But you got to put that aside. You know why? Because there are people who dug in their wallets and gave money to Andrew Yang that hoping with the thought that he would be able to go up on that stage and represent his ideas. And if you take that away from him, then you have taken something away from the people who reached in their pocket. This is an issue of ethics here at play. Now, we may not always get it right. Sometimes I fly off on the handle, I get pissed off, I say what's on my mind, but I also have the ability to reflect and recognize when I made a mistake, and also recognize how things are bigger than me. In this situation, it's not about what you think about Andrew Yang's policies. It's about the people that voted, who voted with their dollars for Andrew Yang. They deserve to see Andrew Yang get up there and talk. That's all. So, I support that. I support a do-over, and luckily for his people, Andrew Yang has enough support that he will definitely, he said, he's already met the criteria to be in the July debate. And let's hope there won't be a reoccurrence of what happened there, where there's any controversy at all. Just as I was about to release this video, I checked my Twitter and I saw that Marianne Williamson sent out a very important tweet. She says, as much fun as I've had laughing at all the understandable, hilarious tweets about me today, the mic issue is not funny. And yes, it did happen. I tried a couple of times to jump in and my mic was not on, particularly wanted in on the subject of race. Then I looked over and I saw an article titled Marianne Williamson Echoes Andrew Yang, says her mic was not on during the NBC debate. If you're going to have people on your debate stage and you're not going to let them talk and interject, and only certain candidates are going to be able to interject, that's a form of bias and favoritism. Instead of boycotting Fox News for debates, maybe they should boycott MSNBC. All right, back to the video. But here's the thing, guys. Even with the limited amount of time, being the person with the least amount of time on the microphone, look what Andrew Yang did. He gained the fourth most amount of Twitter followers, somewhere around there. So he did all right. So Andrew Yang did really well because regardless of what happened with the technology, he was able to prevail and let people know who he is, and that was his goal all along, as far as getting out there, being exposing his ideas to people. Once people go down the rabbit hole, they'll find a lot of videos and a lot of content about Andrew Yang because he's been on a lot of places, a lot of shows. So as long as they know his name, they know how to find him on the internet. Someone else who saw an uptick, Marianne Williamson. Now, I'm pissed off because I was supposed to interview Marianne Williamson, but I had so many computer problems, I didn't want to subject her to that. Thought it'd be very unprofessional to interview her and then keep losing connection. So hopefully I can have a do-over opportunity with Marianne Williamson where we can go back and actually do an interview. But be it as it may, she did a really good job. What people got to understand is that she's there to convey her message. And as long as she's able to do that, I feel the same way about Andrew Yang. Can you accomplish what your goal was? If your goal is to come out and spread your message and get what's in your mind and your heart out into the world, you've done your job. That's all you can hope for. Some people say, well, Tim, she's not a really serious candidate. Well, people seriously gave her money. People seriously supported her. She seriously met the criteria to be on the stage. That's all you got to do. As of today, she was attracting donations from even Republicans. Republicans started donating to Marianne Williamson to keep her in the future Democratic debates. People like her ideology. They like her beyond politics foresight. I think it's dope. I think we're on this earth for a limited amount of time. It'd be nice to kind of figure out why you think you're here and try to be of service to other people while you're here instead of just thinking about how much money can I get? How much money can I get? Or who can I sleep with? Who can I sleep with? Or what kind of car can I drive? What kind of car can I drive? I'm weird like that, Just think it'd be better to focus. What else, guys?